Number 2, Heritage Jerk, midfielder, a senior. Number 3, Shauna Kennedy, defender, senior. Number 4, Bridget Coleman, defender, sophomore. Number 5, Karen Crawley, midfield, senior. Number 6, Emily Malone, midfield, freshman. Number 7, Sarah Kennedy, forward, senior. Number 8, Lauren Malone, forward, a junior. Number 9, Jillian Fenn, midfield, sophomore. Number 10, Pam Campos, defender, a senior. Number 11, Kaylin Colden, defender, a senior. Number 12, Katie Peters, midfield, senior and captain. Number 13, Jennifer McEachen, a forward, a senior. Number 14, Shelley Donovan, a midfield, senior. Number 15, Caitlin McCleary, midfield, a junior. Number 16 is Megan Kaufman, a defender, senior. Number 17, Kathleen Crawley, a forward, senior. Number 18, Victoria Marcard, midfield, senior. Number 19, Warren Stilley, midfield, sophomore. Number 20, Lindsay Clifford, midfield, junior. Number 21, Molly Griffin, defender, senior. Number 22, Amanda Saylor, stopper, senior captain. Number 23, Kristen Keeney, forward, junior. Number 24, Shauna Kelly, defender, senior. Number 25, Eileen Price, a forward, senior captain. Number 26 is Julie Holler, a sweeper, a senior. Number 27 is Christine Benoit, goal and defender, senior. Number 28, Julia Bavarian, midfield, senior. Number 29 is Christina Benzo, forward, senior captain. Number 30, Kelly Clifford, midfield, senior. Number 88, Allie Coughlin, midfield, senior. Number 00, Kristen Nima, goal, sophomore. Head coach is Paul Bacoli. Assistant is Rachel Powers. The JV coach is Dean Greer. The freshman coach is Frank O'Donoghue. And the North Quincy senior players would like to thank their parents for their encouragement and their support. Would the North Quincy parents please stand? Now introducing the home team. Quincy presidents, number 12, Chrissy Brewster, midfield, senior. Number 5, Katie Conley, forward, senior. Number 31 is Stephanie Kozlowski, captain and senior captain. Number 19 is Terry Mormino, midfield, senior. Number 7, Deanna Nolan, midfield, senior. Number 20 is Melissa Powers, defense, senior, and a captain. 10, Sarah Gucci, forward, a junior. Number 17 is Danica Harajag, midfield, junior. Number 2 is Courtney Hall, a forward, a junior. Number 14 is Lisa McKeon, midfield, junior. Number 3, Marissa Monaco, defense, junior. Number 8, Jessica Page, midfield, junior. Number 15, Devin Cahill, forward defense, a sophomore. Number 13, Jacqueline Callahan, midfield, a sophomore. Number 11, Catherine Shea, midfield, a sophomore. Number 10, Sarah Stewart, a forward, a sophomore. 25/9 is Sarah Troy, goalkeeper and defense, a sophomore. Number 4, Catherine Corella, defense, a freshman. Number 16, Julie Basilius, forward, freshman. Head coach, John Martin, and the assistant coach, Robin Franceschini. Would you all please rise for the playing of the national anthem?
game because the downstairs. Just like that. Sure, goalkeeper, no number now. Must be the one right there. Senior. You don't have the number cover.
Good afternoon and welcome to Veterans Stadium in Quincy, Massachusetts for Quincy Access Television coverage of high school sports. I'm Jim Timmons here, the self-appointed voice of Quincy Access Television Sports, and we're bringing you soccer action today. This fall, thus far, you've seen high school football. Well, today we're at Veterans Stadium to see the Presidents and the Red Raiders square off in soccer. We're going to have the girls' game, which is now underway first, followed by the boys' game. Two teams in the Atlantic Coast League and heading in somewhat different directions here on the Red Raiders and the Presidents. Here you see the Red Raiders putting pressure on early, a ball into the right goal area being covered by the Presidents' keeper, who came out very aggressively and did a good job. That looks like Stephanie Kozlowski, the captain. Stephanie's going to have to play very aggressively today against these Red Raiders. That's been a hallmark of the Quincy High game here at Veterans Stadium. They play aggressively, they mark in the defensive zone, and the goalie comes out a lot. Now here's the Presidents pressuring early on. That was number 14 for the Presidents, with the first really good challenge. She couldn't get her foot on the ball, but we're going to be familiarizing ourselves as we go. It looked like Lisa McKeon get in there on that one. So that was a ball that slipped through. It was played well by the North Quincy keeper, who's played outstanding all year for the Red Raiders. We'll get to her in a moment as the ball goes off the sideline for a President throw. But we're saying early on that the programs right now are heading in different directions. The Red Raiders have already qualified for the state tournament, and the Presidents have been kind of laboring all year. Head coach Don Martin has a young squad this year, although he does have a solid group of seniors led by the captain Kozlowski, we talked about her, Marissa Powers on defense, and Katie Walsh. So that's the President's story. On the Red Raiders side, you see their back. That's again, we're going to have to familiarize ourselves as we go with the particular players, and I'm sorry for that, but the Red Raiders have had a solid season all year. They've had a lot of ties this year. There you see for the Red Raiders, number 7 in the middle of the field, Sarah Kennedy playing a nice ball out to the wing. Down comes the lumbering striker there. That's one of the, there are a number of twins on the team, and I know that's one of them, but I'm not sure which set we had there. Again, we'll have to, as we go, familiarize ourselves with names. It was one of the Frawley sisters, and I'm not sure which one went after that ball, but it was, again, played well by Kozlowski, who came out of the box, and we're going to see that a lot today. Red Raiders continuing to pressure here. They've got their mids up. They're playing the ball in the center of the field early on. I'm sure that Coach Bergoli is going to look for them to get the ball wide and then cross it as things develop. But it's a little tension early on in the game, and the girls don't always do what the coaches designed on the chalkboard there. Ball's getting banged around a lot in the midfield, and there's a nice ball, again, played down the wing to number 14, a young lady we talked about earlier for the Presidents. And it's cleared away by the Red Raider defense. Down the left side, here come the Red Raiders. One problem that Paul Bergoli talks about playing here at the stadium is that the field is narrow. It's not a regulation soccer field. That has tended in the past to favor the Presidents. Playing on a smaller field can condense the action, and for a team like the Presidents, they know how to play in this type of environment. They keep the ball in the middle of the field on the defensive end, and they keep bottling up the Red Raiders. That's worked thus far as we're into our first 5 minutes of the game. You see here a Red Raider throw-in, close to an illegal throw-in. They get the ball to number 22 for the Red Raiders, Amanda Saylor. Amanda's the stopper on this Red Raider soccer squad, who's been playing with the varsity for 4 years now. They're playing the ball. Now the Red Raiders are settling down and trying to play the ball wide up the sideline. You see that what the defense is doing is trying to clear the ball out to the outside mids, and they're trying to work the ball down the side of the field. But the Presidents are doing a good job of overloading wherever the ball goes and really pressuring the Red Raiders here early on. Neither team able to do anything thus far. Ball's been along the right sideline. We're going to have another throw for the Presidents. Looks like it's number 33, Katie Walsh, the captain. We said earlier that the Presidents have been laboring this year. Their coach, Don Martin, is a well-known name in Quincy soccer circles, involved very heavily in Quincy youth soccer. In fact, when Don's not coaching the high school team, you find him up a field coaching the developmental kids who are 5 and 6 years old. In the winter, he's got a program for all age divisions. So he's done a lot of work, and we'll talk about Paul Bergoli in a few minutes, but both coaches very devoted to the game and to their teams, and the results show on the field. Amanda Saylor with a throw right to the middle of the box there. It was well done, but the Red Raiders could not do anything with it. It's going to result in a goal kick for the Presidents. Kozlowski to take it. She sets the ball and gets it into the middle of the field. Again, you like to see players from the defensive end play the ball wide, but teams haven't really done that yet. And Red Raiders trying to keep up the pressure. That's number 5, Karen Frawley for the Red Raiders, playing an inside mid spot. Karen, one of the many twins that you may have read about in the Ledger a couple of weeks ago, playing for the Red Raiders. Ball back over on the far side of the field again. The girls have favored that side of the field thus far. It just shows the Red Raiders tend to be a right-handed type team. They're bringing the ball up the right side of the field for the most part. And the Presidents doing a good job. Anytime they feel pressure, they just kick the ball out. And you can tell that Coach Don Martin's talked to them about the importance of keeping defensive pressure. They're marking very closely out there. And anytime the ball is along the sideline, they kick it out to restart their defense. Here's a ball into the goal area, a little pressure, but it's played nicely and cleared out. Again, you see number 5, Katie Conley, not fooling with the ball at all. She just kicked it off the sideline, and the Presidents continued to bottle up the Red Raiders early on. Amanda Saylor is off our screen to the left. She's going to make the throw-in. There you see her, and she gets the throw into the box area. No one there to catch it, though, for the Red Raiders, and it's cleared. But Saylor, with a little physical play there, was able to stop the ball. She comes up limping, though. If you pan away, Amanda Saylor's back in the midfield. She's a stopper and a key player for the Red Raiders, and she looks like she hurt her right leg on that last play. Kozlowski to take the goal kick. She gets a little air under it this time and does get it down the sideline. Played by Saylor, but she's clearly laboring. Frawley plays it to the middle. Nice ball. Through the box, number 33 for the Presidents, trying to clear. That's Katie Walsh. And she's unsuccessful, but the Red Raiders unable to capitalize. You see Paul Bergoli gathering up some players on his bench looking to sub. The Red Raiders have an opportunity to sub here. I don't know if they're going to try and get Saylor off because she's clearly laboring. Looks like they will not. In soccer, you can sub. So yeah, here she comes now. She's being subbed for. They're bringing in number 28, Julia Barbarin, who's going to play the stopper position, and they're going to take a look at what happened to Saylor here. In soccer, you can sub on goal kicks and throw-ins. So occasionally you can go 3 or 4 minutes unable to substitute, even though you want to get a player out. In that instance, Paul Bergoli had to wait, and now he does get the sub, Barbarin, in for Saylor. The Red Raiders continue to pressure, and now we've got a number of players coming in for the Red Raiders. There's wholesale substitutions. Now, a lot of the young ladies coming off are seniors. One of the things Paul Brigoli tries to do in the Quincy game is start most of his seniors, give them the opportunity to be out in the field. They played the first 10 minutes of the half, and now some of the other young ladies coming in who are juniors or underclassmen may perhaps have been starters during the course of the year, and they're in there now for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders trying to press down the left wing. There's a cross, a nice job by number 12 for the Red Raiders, Caitlin Peters, trying to get the ball into the middle of the field on the offensive end. No one there, and back come the Presidents. They get the ball out the left side, looking to get it to the left wing. We see her number, but I don't see her in the program, number 1 for the Presidents, so we're not sure who that was, but we'll try and get names going as the game progresses. Danielle Rand is over the outside mid spot where the Red Raiders are pressing there, number 6, and she's actually playing the ball right now, trying to get it up the wing.
She was soccer. I asked her. So.
Raiders continue to press. The play's been a little sloppy thus far. Neither team really controlling play. Red Raiders have been pressing offensively, but nothing really sustained. Here's a throw down the sideline. Played by number 25 for the Red Raiders, Eileen Price. Eileen's been up at the varsity level for 3 years now. She's had great success. She's one of the young ladies who's been a key offensively for the Red Raiders and Paul Brigoli. President's coming right back after that direct or indirect kick. But again, neither team can really get anything going here. Along the side, we see the President's Marissa Powers taking the throw. Get the ball outside, and President's doing a nice job of trying to triangulate with the ball. Anytime one particular player has the ball, they do a good job of working in groups and supporting that player with the ball, but it has not resulted in anything sustained for the offense. We're going to take a quick break for a technical reason, and we'll be back with our coverage. The video will continue to roll, but we're going to take a little break, which may be just what our viewers need right now.
Substitution for 23, Lisa Blanco, number 13, Jacqueline Callahan. Throw it on the save.
Okay, we're back with our audio. Engineer Chris Potter stopped. He listened to me droning on for a while here and ran out and was able to find someone to work the game with me here. Liz Clancy has arrived. She's a member of Quincy Access Television, a former soccer player herself, and Liz is here to help us with the play-by-play and the coverage. Welcome to the booth, Liz.
Oh, thank you very much, Jim. It's great to be
Okay.
here.
Liz has, as we said, she's a former player and she knows the girls' game, so she's going to join in with some of her comments as the game progresses here. Thus far, as we said, the game's been played in the middle of the field, neither team able to sustain much. Quincy looking nice right here, or doing a nice job right here, Liz, of working with their support players. One thing we mentioned, two different styles of play. The Red Raiders kind of dump the ball down the wings and try to charge and cross the ball. The Presidents have been working with each other, trying to work with a support player, play the ball back, and but neither side's able to establish anything thus far.
Right, we are seeing a lot of play in the middle of the field right now. Just got
It's
a
a
shot
nice
on
cross.
goal. Yeah.
But the Presidents have been very successful just clearing the ball up the sidelines. They've had a sweeper. They've got a flat defensive back. They've got three backs playing flat and then a sweeper behind the three backs. So Don Martin's got four backs back there, and they've done a nice job of bottling up the Red Raiders thus far. More substitutions on the throw.
We have Quincy throwing in right now from, let's see, their defensive side.
Yeah.
Out of bounds again.
Yeah, Marissa Powers, that's another thing. Neither side has been able to do anything off the throw-ins. It's just been a kind of a feeling out process early on in the game. One thing we talked about early on, Liz, is the fact that this is a small field. It's not a regulation soccer field. They're here at the stadium so parents and friends can see the game, but it's a very narrow field, and that causes for play to be as it has been today. A little bottled up and a little choppy.
Right. And it must be tough to kick the corner kicks there on tar, is that right?
Yes, yep, they're off the track.
That's got to be tough to do.
Yeah, soon enough though, the city's installing a all-weather turf surface here. We're hopeful it's going to be in next year. And soon enough the track will be gone and there should be a more worthy playing surface here at Veterans Stadium. You see Amanda Saylor back in playing that ball. Amanda had hurt her right knee a while back, but she's back in and she looks good. Amanda, from her stopper position, Coach Bergoli, you see the differences in style of play. All the North backs are up beyond the midfield line.
Trying to pull everyone off.
You're right, he's got everybody up. Yeah.
It's a smart way to do it, especially in a low-scoring game. Try to get some offsides so you can get the ball up there and score yourself.
It's a throw, nice header, trying to get it down the sideline. You can see the Quincy girls trying to do certain things, but there's been a failure of execution on their part. The North girls are sticking with their style of being very aggressive. There's a nice little support pass. They've got it in the box. Another pass, but a nice job by number 33 for Quincy. She's been huge early on, Katie Walsh. Katie Walsh took a ball out of the air there. Nice little crossing pass. It could have been trouble.
And out of bounds again. Yeah, the ball has been certainly in the North Quincy offensive side more than Quincy. Looks like they might have an opportunity to score pretty soon here.
Yeah, North's trying to get the ball to one of their big scorers, Lauren Malone. She's only a junior, but she's a very skilled young lady who's had great success thus far this year. That's the first time when the Red Raiders actually successfully try to play on a throw-in. Saylor got the ball into the box, and I'm trying to get the number of the young lady who came charging down the right sideline. She's coming out of the game right now, but she took a shot. She one-timed the ball and missed the net. Nice attempt.
Those are tough to get. Those ones in the air, and you can one-touch them right into the goal, and when they're successful, they're pretty. That's pretty hard to do. You just got, nope, down the line, nope, right through the middle. Now she's trying to go down the line.
Yep, nice ball down the wing, and looking to get it across into the goal area. And cleared yet again. So Quincy successfully, we're coming up, we've halfway through the first half. We're under 20 minutes now, and Quincy has successfully bottled up this North Quincy offense. Here comes the ball. They've got it out. We don't know this young lady's name, number 1, but she's their left wing. And she and number 14, Lisa McKeon, have been trying to make something happen at the offensive end. Hadn't had too many opportunities. Katie Walsh on the throw. She gets it down the wing, but Sale is there. Comes Katie Conley for Quincy with a nice cross. No one there to collect, though. And that ball's going to go out. Nice ball by Conley. The opposite forward was not able to do anything with that. Oh, and North dodges a bullet there.
That was a nice play by the goalie to let it go. Gets to be their throw that way. We have another throw, and it looks like she might have... Oh, she looks like she started a little too early with her throw, and she wasn't quite far back, right where it went out.
Yeah, Paul Bergoli's got 2 keepers, Benoit and Reamer. Benoit a senior and Reamer only a sophomore. I'm not sure who's in goal for the Presidents right now. I suspect it to be Benoit, the senior. Who's done a nice job thus far. I'll tell you, there's been some very interesting throws by the Red Raiders. They've been very close to getting whistled on these.
You have to make sure both feet are on the ground. Most of the time girls will drag their back foot so it doesn't hop off the ground there. And sometimes you have to, you ever see those throw-ins where you kind of do a somersault?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You get lots of power on those, but they're difficult to get down.
There are a few people in Quincy who believe that that throw-in was patented here in Quincy by Joe Miller, a name from the early 90s. I believe the early 90s, but... And Paul Bergoli had a young lady, Mo Holleran, who could do the same thing. She would do a front flip on the ball, and she could take a throw-in and go 40 yards with it.
Yeah, that's a talent.
Yeah, I don't know who called the timeout. I suspect from the way the coaches are approaching things that it was Coach Bergoli, who is gesturing in his own inimitable style. He's vigorously gesturing here. Don Martin looks a little more relaxed there. He's got to be happy with how the first half has played thus far, because although his team's been on the defensive, they've successfully bottled up the Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders really haven't had any testing shots on goal yet. You see down there with Don, Robin Francicini. She's his assistant coach. And over on the Red Raiders sideline, Frank O'Donohue is down there together with Rachel Powers. Rachel played for North Quincy. She played at Wheaton. I know she played softball at Wheaton. She may not have played soccer, I'm not sure, but she was a phenomenal athlete in both high school and college, and she's been involved. Those are the coaches here.
Yeah, Wheaton has a great soccer program. I know I played tennis in college, but they always had a great Division III soccer program there. I know they always did really well. Oftentimes went to nationals. Ball in the middle here.
Hey, one thing the Lady Presidents have been is very physical here. North Quincy plays a real in-your-face style of soccer. They just keep coming at you, and they dump the ball and chase it, while the Presidents have done a good job of responding physically to this pressure. And we're at 16 minutes to go here in this first half. Amanda Saylor with a throw. She's going to have an opportunity to go to the goal area with it. Let's see what the Red Raiders can do. There it is, and it's cleared well by number 33, Katie Walsh. Walsh has been huge back there for the Presidents. She's done a great job thus far. That's the third ball I've seen her take out of the air and clear successfully.
There's one North Quincy player standing right in front of the goalie there, and that's a tough spot to be in. When you're on defense for Quincy here, you should always be make sure you're between the goal and the ball. And this could be tough right here.
Nice job by the Red Raiders, but the Presidents clear the ball here. Gets the first break for the Presidents. It's number 15 for Devin Cahill. Devin trying to break down the left wing. She's the youngest sister of one of Quincy's volleyball stars. And the Cahill clan have the female athletic department at Quincy High busy. They're occupying all parts there, but that's Devin Cahill, only a sophomore. She got the first break for Quincy down that left sideline. Nothing came of it, however. Here's a ball in the goal area, and an attempt with her right foot there. That was number 14, Lisa McKeon, trying to pop it in from, she's a midfielder, but she kicked it over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for North Quincy.
This is Bridget Coleman ready to give a kick here.
Yeah.
Sophomore defender for North Quincy.
Bridget's dad was the assistant coach last year, and most unfortunately, he is now in Iraq. He's a National Guardsman, and the Coleman clan has been without him for a while now. It's been very difficult for the family, a real sacrifice for that family. Their dad, Peter, a high school teacher and coach, and notwithstanding that fact, he had to go over to Iraq, so he's been away for a while now, and we hope he's safe. I know this is a game he always enjoyed. There have been Colemans playing soccer at North Quincy High for several years now, and there'll be more to come. 6 Coleman girls, so.
Wow.
Yeah, that ball's cleared, but Quincy now trying to keep the pressure on. Nice ball by number 33 for the Presidents. She's been everywhere today. She's the sweeper, and then played almost like a stopper position there, Katie Walsh. But Red Raiders breaking up the pressure and trying to get the ball up the field now. We're not mentioning names as much as I'd like to, Liz. We're just having a little trouble with familiarity. I remember Amanda Saylor well because she's been with the program for a while, but some of these young ladies we're not as familiar with, but we'll get to their names as soon as we can. That was Eileen Price, a name we talked about earlier, but she was trying to switch the field there and resulted in Quincy with a little break. Number 5 for the Presidents, lumbering down the left sideline. Yep, Katie Conley.
Senior forward.
Yep, really moving there, but the ball went out off the sideline. Red Raider throw-in.
It's a nice kick. Now number 14 now. Just missed the ball.
I guess they're calling that arm ball inadvertent, but like the little suspect. Nice move by Caitlin Peters. Good job there. She's trying to get the ball up to Price. Peters and Price, those are names you've heard about a lot this year. They've worked well up this left sideline together. Caitlin is a senior captain, and Eileen Price, who's got the ball now, turns it in, looking across it. Nice job by Kozlowski, who comes out and slaps down the shot by Price. Very aggressive play by Kozlowski, the Quincy keeper, Liz.
That was a great play.
Here goes Quincy again. They're trying to get something mounted, but they continue to have an inability to do anything up at the forward end. The backs and the midfielders are doing a nice job, but thus far the forwards have been completely bottled up for the Lady Presidents.
We have about 12 minutes left in this first half. Another opportunity to score here. We have North Quincy with the ball in the middle. Looks like we have, that was a nice move. Nice crossover in the middle, possible header, and it's just out.
Yeah, that was a well-played ball. That was a nice cross from over on the right side. We're going to try and get her a number. One thing that's interesting, you normally don't see a team switch the the field the way North did there. They had the ball over on the left side and crossed it all the way over to the right side. Lauren Still had it over on the right wing, and she made the nice cross to the center of the field, but Red Raiders weren't able to do anything with it.
That's clear by Quincy there. We have a rebuttal by North Quincy. Nice little header down the middle. Another clear.
There's Saylor again, way up. Down the left sideline come the Presidents, being marked closely by Molly Griffin on the outside there. Griffin does a great job, and the sweeper for the Red Raiders, who's done an excellent job in a quiet way, Julie Holleran. She's done a good job of keeping the ball down the end of the field, the other end of the field, I should say. Holleran was there to kick it away.
The sweeper's such an important position, especially in high school, when you have to be so quick. Have another header out there.
Yeah, this is what we saw a lot of early on in the game. Just Quincy just clearing the ball off the sideline. They don't mess with it at all. If there's any problems whatsoever, they just kick it out. Kozlowski out to clear this one, and going to result in a throw-in. Nice play by Kozlowski. That would have been a corner kick had she not played it. So Saylor's there. We'll look for the ball to go to the goal area again. Very impressive the way Amanda can do this, using the conventional throwing style too.
Almost a field goal there.
Yeah, right. Coming up from her right back spot to take that one was outside back. We mentioned her earlier, Molly Griffin. Paul Bergoli rotating players in. If we get a chance at a shot of this, if you look at the sideline, there's just a number of players on this North Quincy team. You see the Quincy bench there. Now we're getting a shot of the North Quincy bench. You see how many girls there are on the sideline. Paul Bergoli could successfully field 2 or 3 teams here. The Presidents don't have quite the same numbers, but they have what is a conventional varsity team. They have 11 players with 8 or 9 subs, and then a couple of underclassmen up to get the North and Quincy experience.
And this is an important rivalry too. We have a possible goal there. Nice pick up by the goalie.
Yeah, Kozlowski's done a great job.
Very aggressive, it's you have to be.
Right. The Red Raiders, one adjustment they're going to have to make is they're going to have to stop crossing the ball into the box where Kozlowski can pick it up. They've got to make their crosses a little earlier, or they have to go from back to front of the box or something. They've got to do something to react to the fact that Kozlowski is well out of her goal and playing aggressively.
We have another sub in right now. It's number 21 coming out. Is that right?
Yeah, some of the young
11.
ladies. Yeah, we don't have them on the roster. Right.
Midfield just came out.
As the season goes on and the players change, sometimes the rosters don't keep up, and then you have injuries and other issues that arise. But Don Martin, I'm sure, has brought up some of the sophomores, and it may be that some of these young ladies are getting some time for the first time.
What an experience to have their first varsity game, the North Quincy game.
Right,
It's gotta be exciting, especially a 0-0 game as it is right now.
Yeah, we've got about 7 minutes to go on the first half, and here comes Eileen Price.
Nice moves.
She had Caitlin Peters on the left side, but she went over to the right side. Malone with a nice ball out to the right wing. Here comes the cross. That's the type of cross we were talking about, from deep to...
It's a nice two-touch. Almost got there. A little more power, a little more in the corner. Would have been in.
And Kozlowski with a nice clearing kick that's played well by Griffin.
It's a nice big number 4.
Yeah.
She's looking for some people who are open right now.
Yeah, that's Bridget Coleman showing some nice skill there. Crossed over nicely, cleared the ball up the wing. Now Griffin. Very solid back play by the Red Raiders thus far.
Good defense.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Coleman and Griffin, the outside backs. Holleran, the sweeper. She just came running up, waving everyone up, and Saylor, the stopper. They get the ball to Malone. Malone, nice ball, trying to cross it to the back end, and that was Peters almost getting there, but not quite.
It looked like even if she might have gotten, it might have been offsides. The defense was up a little higher than she probably wanted if she got a foot on that.
Yeah, Dawn Martin getting number 7 for the Presidents out for a little break. Brianna Nolan. Brianna is completely gassed there. She's been working hard all half. It's a nice ball. Again, they just called a goal kick there. You've cued in. I don't know if I've seen anyone really pulling there from their back position. I don't know if Quincy's trying to pull for an offside, but the aggressive North Quincy forwards are up there. You're correct about that, Liz. Trying to settle the ball in the midfield area, and Cahill trying to get it wide. Looking to play it back to her support now.
It's a nice ball. Good job by the defense. North Quincy with the ball again. Bring it up the middle. Looking for a nice cross. Almost.
Yeah,
Those one touches are tough.
Yeah, North is now starting to sustain their offense. These are some of the types of things the coach likes to see them doing. They're actually getting good crosses and getting attempts at shots on goal. They haven't connected yet, but at least the North offense looks a little more together here as we come toward the end of the first half. 4 minutes to go.
That was a good idea. The ball down the middle again. To trip up the feet. See if that was called a foul. It was. So you're going to get a kick for North Quincy.
Is it indirect? I didn't see the signal here.
Sure. You have Quincy putting up their wall. This could be big.
Yeah, it must have, from the way they're setting up, it looks like an indirect kick here.
Have one of the girls touch it first.
So, all right. Malone's going to take it. Actually, it was direct. She hit the crossbar. Oh. She hit the crossbar. It bounced right down. And I love the play of Kozlowski.
Wow.
Without any hesitation, Kozlowski just grabbed the ball and cleared it.
Yeah.
She was going to talk her way into a call.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it. Playing the game. That was a nice kick. Nice kick by North Quincy there, though.
Ooh,
Nice save.
almost mishandled there, yeah. That one hit the lower part of the crossbar, came straight down. We said earlier, Malone is really a talented athlete. She's been playing club soccer for a while, and she's had great success for the Red Raiders thus far. She's been playing at the varsity level since her freshman year.
Wow.
We see her name in the paper all the time, Lauren Malone.
What position is Malone playing?
Pardon me?
What position is Malone playing?
It looks like, I think she's at an inside mid spot. Hang on a minute. I think he's got her in an inside mid spot, and one thing Coach Bergoli will do is tell his inside mids he likes to see them come up into the gaps that often arise when the forwards get up. So
That's important when you have 4 in the midfield, when you have those 2 center midfielders.
yeah, she's you see her moving
Yep.
right now, trying to mark the throw.
North Quincy with the ball. Quincy, there, another trip up of the feet. Got a North Quincy kick.
It's 2 minutes. Well, we're under 2 now. The clock is stopped. We're under 2 minutes in the first half, and as we said earlier, I'm sure that Coach Don Martin is quite pleased, and Coach Bergoli a little itchy with the fact that we're 0-0 here, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. North has started to create some opportunities, Liz, but they haven't been able to finish them yet.
Sometimes the last 2 minutes of a half kind of pump the girls up.
Eileen Price down the wing, and cleared very nicely by number 17, Danica Hajrizaj. I think I'm going to stick with Danica because I'm not going to do any justice to her last name, but a very nice poised play there on that run by Price.
That was a smart move. You got a kick back to the thrower, nice cross.
Cross to the back pole, yeah, that was well played. Again, North's starting to show some pattern to their offense here. They've done a nice job. That was a cross to the back pole, played again by the opposite forward, and they got a shot, but nothing came of it. Coleman trying to clear it up the wing. That wasn't Coleman, I'm sorry. That was actually Julie Holleran.
It was a nice kick by Quincy's goalie. Or that was North Quincy's goal, I apologize. You have another throw-in from North Quincy here. And time's up.
There's the whistle for the half. So the officials whistle the half. You see the Lady Presidents charging the field. You'd think it was the end of the game, the way they're mobbing Ms. Kozlowski. And they're delighted, I'm sure, with the fact that this is a 0-0 game. The way the game's played in high school, there were 2 40-minute halves, and the first 40 minutes, you'd have to say, although the Red Raiders carried the play, the first 40 minutes favored the Lady Presidents, Liz, as they come out 0-0. You see the Red Raiders heading to the locker room. It's nice to see the smiling young ladies there. That's Coach O'Donoghue on the left. And now we're panning away to the Presidents. You see the assistant coach in the huddle there, Robin Francicini, and there you see Don Martin at the top of the screen talking with one of his players. Don, as I said, he's been involved with Quincy Youth Soccer for quite some time now. He's a very calm and instructive type of coach. That's at number 1, the young lady. We're not sure who she is. She's not on the program yet, and that may be why he's talking to her. She may be only a freshman or a sophomore, but Don seems relatively composed and happy with the first half. And what we'll do, Liz, is we'll take a little break, and we'll be back in a moment with second half action.
You're watching QATV, national winner of the Overall Excellence Award from the Alliance for Community Media. Stay tuned for more award-winning local programming.
Well, we're back with second half coverage here at Veterans Stadium. You have a nice shot of Mr. Moon there.
That is a nice shot.
Yep, nice job by
Beautiful
John
night.
Caleri on camera, panning back to the stadium. You see the juxtaposition of the natural and the artificial light. We're starting to move toward the evening hour here, and the lights at Veterans Stadium will soon take over, but John gave us a shot of Mr. Moon as we start play here, Liz, in the second half. Coach Bergoli had his team in the locker room for quite some time there, talking to them, I'm sure, about tightening up offensively and trying to be a little crisper. And Coach Don Martin had his girls out on the field on the opposite side. I'm sure, as I said, he was happy with what went on early on. Here's some pressure by the Red Raiders. Eileen Price all over the ball. Can't get a shot off, however. And
goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick there. Kozlowski was back. Oh, no, it looks like they're setting up for corner. Yep.
And we have a North Quincy corner kick off the tar again. You have to wonder if that's going to change the kick at all. You don't really have the grip of the grass and the footing that you normally would.
Actually, it looks like the flag is on the grass. You know what they've done?
Football lines.
Yeah, that's the end zone line.
Okay.
You're right. There you go.
That's right.
Great corner kick. Got the ball up in the air into the box, but they couldn't do anything with it because Kozlowski comes out.
That's a good save.
We'll see how the Presidents do in transition here. Kozlowski gets a nice ball away, but it's going to be handled by the sweeper, Julie Holleran.
We'll fight for the ball in the middle again. Now we have Quincy. As the ball down the sideline goes out. I believe it's going to be a Quincy ball.
Yeah, that was Katie Conley, the senior forward. Katie, a very aggressive athlete. I'm sure Don Martin wants to see her with the ball up this end here. I'll tell you, an interesting thing about soccer. Soccer is one of those sports where you pay mightily for your mistakes, Liz, as you well know. So this game, the way it's unfolding here, could come down to who makes the mistake, who blinks first.
Exactly, such a low-scoring game. Lots of body contact in this game as well. You'll notice the girls are pretty good at throwing their lower half of the body, which is perfectly legal. But once you get the elbows in there, that's when you get the calls. But these girls are doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, Caitlin McCleary, junior midfielder. You saw her doing a nice job of shielding there. You're right. But up here in Quincy, Liz told us she played down at Brockton. In Quincy, we do have elbows in play. So.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Saylor going to take the throw. Gets it into the box again. This is another beauty, but Kozlowski's going to get there to grab this one. Now, see, one little thing here, that all 12 presidents, I read all 12, wrong sport. All 11 presidents are back in the box there, so when Kozlowski cleared it, there was no one up to play the ball. I know Don Martin has prioritized things here when you see something like that. He wants everyone back in the box marking. And as a result, when Kozlowski cleared it, there was no one there to play it for the presidents, thus no transitional play there. But Katie Conley down the left sideline, she's got it now, looking across it. Nice ball there, but no one there to collect. We see number 12 for the Presidents over on the far sideline, Chrissy Brewster, a senior midfielder. She came down the right side, but could not collect, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Red Raiders. This one's taken by Coleman. It's a good kick up the outside. Yeah. Here's Saylor again.
Quincy throwing again. We have some more opportunities coming up for Quincy to score. They haven't been on their side of the offensive fields for too long in the first half. It was primarily a North Quincy-based game in terms of offense. But we're getting the ball down on the Quincy side right now.
Yeah, Cahill will take this throw. Nice job by Malone of winning that ball. Great job of coming back. But the Presidents retain control here.
Nice kick by the sweeper. That's her job. She's doing it well, clearing the ball out for her teammates up there.
Here comes Conley down the sideline. Oh, she just missed that one. I'll tell you, Ms. Holleran has done a great job thus far. She's playing sweeper the way it's supposed to be played. Trying to get the throw in here to...
It's a nice kick with her left foot, number 33 for Quincy.
Yeah, Don Martin is a coach who's very focused on skill development. Most of the young ladies here for Quincy, they've shown the ability to play the ball with both feet, and they do a nice job of working with their teammates, supporting, little chip passes with the ball. Looks like we're going to have a direct kick on goal there. They called number 15 for the Red Raiders, McCleary, with a takedown, and this is going to be a direct kick. Don Martin trying to bring some bodies up. He's bringing up number 8 into the goal area, Jessica Page. Jessica been playing stopper. He wants her up. There's the kick.
Nice kick.
Yeah, nice job by the Red Raiders. You saw all the Red Raiders' backs way up, away from the goal area. Thus, the Presidents couldn't get in. And good job by Paul Rigoli's Red Raiders of pulling, they call it in soccer.
Very smart play, very smart idea. You don't want to get any of the offense in there where they can they can easily score off a direct kick like that.
Yeah, so smart play by the Red Raiders. They came up and pulled. Their goalie cleared the ball, and now North trying to muster something down the right sideline. It's a ball to Malone. We've got two Malones out there, incidentally. We've got Lauren Malone and Erin Malone. Emily Malone, I beg your pardon. Lauren number 8, Emily number 6. And as we said earlier, Patriot Ledger with a nice story about all the twins, not just sisters, but twins on this Red Raider team. The Malones are not twins, but there's a number of them here.
We have a couple of pairs of twins. How many?
Oh no, I think
have
it's 6. I know
Wow.
we've got the Frawleys.
2 twins and 5 sisters.
Oh, 2 twins. Well, I guess I didn't read the article. I looked at the photograph. 2 sets of twins and 5 sisters.
It's a sister
We actually
act.
have the author of the article here in the booth with us, so we have an edge, but I'm getting caught for being the fraud that I actually am here, you know? Yeah, you were right about that. It's the Frawleys, and I'll catch the name of the other set of twins here.
We have a North Quincy ball. Doing very well. Nice crossover. And we have a whistle. Trying to figure out what the call is here.
It's going to be a direct kick. I don't know what the call was. That was a nice job by Bridget Coleman. Very aggressive play. She brought the ball up. She was trying to cross it to the back post. That's something else Paul Rigoli teaches. When you're coming down the wing, before you go deep, he tries to have people cross the ball to the back post. Now this one's going to be taken by Malone. You see the Lady Presidents pulling as well. It's a little chip to the goal area. There it is,
we
the
got
opening
it.
goal. Nice job by Malone, and it looks like it was finished by Price.
That's a great job. You always have to follow up when you have a kick like that.
Or was it Saylor? No, I think it was number 22, Saylor, who got the goal. A great chip to the goal area. What she did there was, the Presidents did the same thing the Red Raiders did. They all pulled to the goal, the 18-yard line rather. And what Malone did was she chipped the ball just behind the line. So it was too far out for the goalie. She tried to come out and get it, got there late, and Amanda Saylor punched it into the wide open net. So Saylor breaks the ice for the Red Raiders on the great kick by Malone. And the Red Raiders take the early 1-0 lead. We're at the 30-minute mark of the second half.
Was it deflected by the goalie at all? Did you notice that?
Yeah, she got her hands on it, but it was just too far out for her to get it cleanly. She could not play it cleanly. And, of course, she couldn't come out of the goal because in that event, Malone would have gone directly to the goal with a kick. And she saw what she did with that in the first half. So it was just a nice job of reading the situation by Malone. And a beautiful chipped ball just behind the line, but too far out to the goal for the goalie to play. Great job by Malone.
That was good teamwork. Very good teamwork for North Quincy.
Yeah, President's trying to get right back in it. Down the wing goes Conley, plays it well. Number 14 for the Presidents, trying to do something with it. Lisa McKeon, she was trying to get it onto her right foot there without success. We're going to have a corner kick taken by Katie Conley. She gets it up deep in the box. It's going to cross the goal area. And it was played by Jessica Page, but she shot it off the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Red Raiders. Substitutions coming in here early on.
We have 2 coming off for North Quincy. 2 coming off for Quincy. 2 substitutions each.
Yeah,
Trying to give some of our girls a chance in there.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of the numbers here. The Red Raiders have red shirts with black numbers, so they're a little hard to read.
I got an unintentional
another
handball
call
there,
here.
but called it. So we have a kick for Quincy.
Yeah, that's Devin Cahill's going to take this one. Gets
That's a
nice
nice
air
kick,
under it.
a
That's a
nice kick.
beauty into the box. And it's taken by the Red Raider keeper, who gets a clearing throw up the right wing, where Price going to try to take off. Officials have started to tighten up. We didn't see this many calls in the first half, Liz.
He didn't, no.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been a change in style of play or if the officials are tightening up a bit, but there have
Probably a
been...
little both. Second half girls tend to get a little more sloppy. A little tired. Nice ball for North Quincy here, and it's kicked out by Quincy.
Yeah,
Another throw-in opportunity.
nice job by Paige coming back to help. It's interesting with Saylor taking the throw-ins from the sideline. If she's inside the 18-yard area, it's all set up exactly like a corner kick. There's no difference. You see the goalie set back. It's a very different dynamic because of the ability of Saylor to make the throw to the goal area. So the Red Raiders look at this as an offensive opportunity, and there's the throw. It's
nice
another
throw.
good one. It's on the ground in the goal area, but it's going to be cleared by Quincy. Nice job by the Presidents. Here comes the clearing kick.
And stopped by North Quincy. Another kick by Quincy. Here we go with Quincy bringing it down the line. North Quincy's doing a good job at defense, getting their body in front of the ball. Nice turnaround by North Quincy's defense. Very nice. And a great kick. It's a race for the ball now with the forwards and the goalie. And another good kick by North Quincy's goalie. And back with the sweeper.
Yeah, Quincy's trying to play the ball at the sideline. Kozlowski doing a nice job, as you said, but they're just unable to settle the ball. And the forward play thus far has been a little weak for Quincy. The mids and the backs have done a great job, but thus far the President forwards have been unable to do anything in their offensive side of the field. Still a 1-0 ball game. We've got both coaches now talking to the official. I'm not sure what the issue is, but
We first had a girl from North Quincy giving the throw-in, and then a Quincy player actually caught the ball and started to throw it in herself. That's when the coaches kind of started to question the play, I believe. So it ended up being a Quincy throw-in. Ball was in possession.
nice ball by Donica. Trying to play it out to her outside mid to get something going, but Red Raiders pressure. They're there on the ball, and they're keeping up the pressure. Nice job by Malone. She gets it out wide, and that's going to be a goal kick. Getting a nice shot there of that looks like one of the Cliffords. Nope, that's Shauna Kennedy. I beg your pardon. Had a shot of Shauna Kennedy heading back to a midfield spot. I think Amanda Saylor got away with one there. She got the ball down and played it there. Trying to play it up the right wing here, but no luck thus far. It's going to be a Quincy throw-in. 24, we're just inside of 25 minutes here to go in the game. Red Raiders leading 1-0. Goal early in the second half after a very tightly played first half. Quincy just hasn't been able to get anything going on this side of the field as they continue to have problems.
They do. They are doing a good job of their defense, though, only letting one goal in so far, and that was a tough spot to be in when they had a direct kick like that.
All right. Raiders continue to press. Here comes Malone trying to slide through, but the ball is taken, stolen very niftily by...
Nice pass right down the line by Quincy.
Yeah.
And a nice clear. It's going to be a Quincy throw-in.
Yeah, that was Katie Walsh. Katie has just done yeoman's work tonight for the Presidents. She's played super. She just took the ball off Malone's foot cleanly, brought it up to the midfield, and played a beautiful ball down the left wing, but no one there to collect, and now she's going to take the throw. Katie, a senior defender for the Presidents, playing in her last game against the Red Raiders, and she's making the best of her opportunity. The most, I should say, of her opportunity. Going to be a goal kick for the Red Raiders. Don Martin was looking to sub some players in, but little change of heart there. He's going to stick with what he's got right now. Presidents are up. They're trying to muster something.
Quincy has possession right now. We have some opportunity here. And a nice clear by North Quincy, but Quincy gets the ball again.
Cahill, nice job of playing it back, but it's taken away by number 20 for the Red Raiders, Lindsay Clifford.
That was a nice ball right down the line.
That's going to go off the end line. That was number 4 for the Presidents, Catherine Corella. Catherine's only a freshman. So Don Martin trying to use everyone on his bench here, see if the fresh legs don't make a difference. Amanda Saylor taking the deep throw. She gets it down the wing where an attempt at a header by Catherine Shea goes awry, and now the Amanda Saylor, the Red Raiders, are going to have a throw from the midfield area. Saylor way up trying to chip the ball into that middle area, but no success. Here's an indirect. I don't know, looks like there might have been a push or something. We're coming up, we're going to be at the midpoint of the second half shortly. We're at about 21 minutes now. And play has settled down into a pattern that's somewhat similar to what we saw in the first half, where girls are just kind of banging the ball around a bit. No one's really mustering anything of a concerted nature. And
Quincy is going to have to be a little more smooth with their passing if they're going to want to score within these next 20 minutes before the game is up. We are up 1-0 North Quincy right now. We have North Quincy with the ball. A nice kick by a North Quincy defender. Just need the forward to get that ball and have a scoring opportunity up there. Looks like it's going to be North Quincy's ball.
That was interesting. That girl from Quincy tried the little dummy play used along the sideline where you kick the ball off the other girl when she's marking it closely. Girl from Quincy kicked it off the North girl. It didn't go out. And then the North girl kicked it off the Quincy girl and got the North Quincy throw. So it was a double dummy that resulted in a North throw there. And Saylor is out there. We'll see what North can do with it. It's in the goal area, or it's on the ground. Malone's got it, tries to play it back. They do not get a clean shot there. Taken down in the box, but no call. There's a shot, fielded very cleanly by Kozlowski.
That was nice. Nice pickup by her.
But again, her clearing kick goes nowhere because the Presidents were all back. That's the thing about the Amanda Saylor factor. Because she's so talented, they have to play a throw-in like a corner kick, and everybody's back. So the Quincy transition has been weak thus far. There's a nice ball to Cahill, trying to get out there, but no success. She tapped it out to the wing, trying to play it to number 14 for the Presidents, Lisa McKeon, but nothing really developed.
The ball in the middle of the field. North Quincy with some opportunities here. Nice kick.
Yeah,
looks like Quincy's stopper might have gotten to it first. Might have been their super.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Liz, but North's done a nice job. You can tell what Coach Brigoli did And this is one way you can react to an aggressive keeper. They're trying to chip the ball a little more into the area. They're trying to keep it away from Kozlowski by chipping it just behind the back and trying to have his forwards make runs at the ball, but they haven't really done anything with it yet. And Quincy continues to successfully bottle up the Red Raider offense. This one's gonna an attempt at switching the field. Actually, they kept it in play nicely. No, it did go off the sideline there. So here come the Presidents. You know, I've seen that a number of times. It just seems the officials are letting that go, where the young ladies use their arm to stabilize the ball.
Right.
I mean, a few times if you see the shoulders move, and I always thought that was the indicator of a handball, but the officials have been letting that go tonight. We're at 17 minutes here, Liz, and Paul Brigoli trying to bring in some fresh legs here. The ball is up. North Quincy's got it in the offensive end. Brigoli brings in Shauna Kelly, a senior defender, and he's got her way up. You
Nice throw in right in the middle.
Yep. Brigoli not at all comfortable with the fact this is a 1-0 game. All 11 of his players are up on the other side of the midfield stripe here. He's looking to make something happen.
Quincy giving a good push on the ball, trying to clear it out, bringing all the defenders up. Well, they have to stay back a little. We have 4 on.
Oh, nice through ball by Malone, but no one there to collect it. I'll tell you, there are times here where it almost appears that there are more North Quincy girls out in the field than Quincy girls.
Does it? It seems like they have better movement on the field today.
Yeah, they really attack the ball. They're very aggressive. They've taken very aggressive runs at the ball. The Quincy girls are maintaining their positions with the sole exception of when they get back defensively on these throws and corners. But Quincy tries to spread the field, and North has been swarming it thus far.
You have to wonder if a little bit of it is because the field is a little narrower than what it normally would be in terms of their play. It doesn't seem to be making too much of a difference.
Nice job by Walsh there. I'm sorry, Liz. Katie Walsh really forcing the play there. She drew a call, and
North Quincy with a nice kick. Gotten by Quincy with the clear.
Here goes number 20 for Quincy. Taking a run at the ball, Marissa Powers. Marissa, an outside back, came way up on that play. Kind of a weak throw on that particular one, but neither side doing anything with throw-ins. It's interesting. There have been no design plays off throw-ins at all today.
There aren't a lot of girls getting open, it seems, when they have the throw-ins. A lot of girls are just kind of standing there. So
Right. And North just lost possession there on that one. Switching the field. Walsh trying to get it down the right side. Here's a little break. Number 4 for the Presidents, but a great job by Holleran. Holleran just played that masterfully. She shielded very well, allowed her keeper to get to the ball. A tremendous job by Holleran of handling that little break by number 4 for the Lady Presidents, the freshman Catherine Carella. Here they come again.
it's like North Quincy's defense is getting there first. That's the major problem here with Quincy.
Yeah, a little banging. What's the call going to be? It's going to be an indirect kick. Indirect kick from over just outside the 18-yard box. Just along the side. Actually, they set up like it's a direct. I thought I saw an indirect signal. Oh,
What a
she hit
kick.
the crossbar with that one. That was beautifully struck. And here's another shot by the President. So they put some pressure on, but nothing results from it. Great job by the Presidents.
You know, even if they didn't score by that, it is going to put North Quincy on their toes a little more.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's something they can do.
The nervous tension alone, tough for the Red Raiders. Although they have the lead and although they're carrying the play, the pressure is on them because it's expected they'll win. This is the team going to the tournament. They're the favorite coming into the game, but they've really been unable to do anything as far as sustained offensive opportunities.
You do have to wonder if some of it is nervousness of the girls. I know sometimes up at forward when you get a high ball up there, you know, you have everybody's eyes on you. And sometimes difficult to follow through on some plays.
That's going to be off the end line, untouched by the goalie, and should be a goal kick. You're right about that, Liz. One of the things about the North Quincy record this year is that they have, I believe it's 7 ties. So this is while one might expect them to be nervous, they are not unfamiliar with this type of ball game where it's close or tied. And they've shown an ability to play in this type of environment. But I'm sure that Coach Bergoli would like to see something a little more in the, you know, along the lines of a sustained offensive push here against the Presidents. It's a nice ball off the kick. It's going to go out to the right wing, but cleared up, and
It's like that ball did get out at some point.
yeah, I don't think we have
a sub
enough
as well.
flag folks along the sidelines, so we don't know, we don't see that, but
Looks like we have Eileen Price coming in, as well as that number 30, Carrie Clifford. A couple more subs in.
Eileen is a tremendous athlete. Coach Jeff Hennessy would love to see her on his cross-country team this fall, but she plays soccer. She's a miler and a 2-miler during the track season, but you wouldn't know that watching her rumble down the sidelines here. She's also got some great speed for soccer, and Coach Bergoli got her a little bit of a break here, and he's got her in for the final 10 minutes, hoping she does something. Yeah. Katie Conley down the sideline, having trouble controlling the ball. Got a little excited there, and the ball went off the sideline. Going to result in a North throw-in. You see Don Martin talking to her there. He's just to the, he's at the lower part of our screen, off to the right there with his hands behind his back. Don's always very composed along the sideline. Does a nice job.
Now another North Quincy throw-in. See if they'll try to score on this. And again, we don't have a lot of girls moving to get open. That was a very nice throw-in.
Yep, down the sideline. And that went out off the North girl. We're at the 10-minute mark here, 10 minutes to go in this game, and I'll tell you, Quincy has got to be happy to be where they are. They're only down by 1 goal, and although most of the play has been carried by the Red Raiders, the fact of the matter is the scoreboard says just 1-0, and they're 1 break or 1 good shot away from. We saw them hit the crossbar earlier, so nice shot of the scoreboard. You see the clock. It's always running in soccer. Unlike the Red Sox games, you know how long you're going to be here.
Yep.
And always running, and it's 1-0. Here's the ball in the middle of the field.
Now, how does it work for tournaments in the league that Quincy and North Quincy are in? Would they, if there was a tie, would they have kicks for, would they have overtime, or how would it work?
Yes, they have 2 overtime periods, and then they go to penalty kicks.
Okay.
All right. That ball goes off the sideline, and here comes Quincy. Quincy has got to take advantage of one of these opportunities. You know, they've got to do something here. Don Martin's got all his mids up. He's got the forwards up. And they've got to get something happening here. There's Amanda Saylor. Amanda has had a huge game. We talked earlier about Katie Walsh for the Presidents. Well, Amanda Saylor has just been a looming presence in the middle of the field for the Red Raiders. She's played great all night. She's won a lot of the free balls. She's been awesome with her throw-ins and just been a constant aggressive presence out there for the Red Raiders.
Very true. She's doing a great job out there. Again, we have Quincy's goalie with a nice kick.
That's Saylor. Yeah, Kozlowski and Saylor. Two of the big names in tonight's game. Here's the ball down the wing. Is that... trying to get it to Price. I'd like to get the number of that young lady over there for North who just played that ball. She looked great. Play getting a little sloppy right now. Either side controlling. Nice tackle, a nice slide tackle there by number 5, Conley. Almost resulted in a change of possession, but not quite.
Slide tackles are a great way to stop up a play and get the ball out of someone's possession if they're done correctly.
Looks like they're going to be in. Oh no, they were substituting on that throw-in, resulting in the delay there. So
lots of subs, it seems, the second half. A lot more subs than first half.
Yeah, I think both coaches have resigned themselves to the fact that.
Nice header.
Yep. Nice attempt there, that there's not going to be any sort of sustained flow to this, and what they're trying to do now is get some fresh legs in there to try to make something happen. Ball played nicely by Coleman back to Holleran for the clearing kick. Ball's in the middle of the field, however, and here comes Quincy. That's Cahill. Nice little hesitation move, but she gets broken up.
And there will be a Quincy throw-in. Again, we need the Quincy to start moving around and get open for this throw-in. It goes out off North Quincy.
Yeah, this throw is being taken by another one. Well, this is one way to move the ball down the field, I guess.
Yep.
It's almost like the Bill Parcells field position approach in football. They're just banging it down the sideline here with throw-ins, and Quincy's advanced the ball about 30 yards. Now, Don Martin took that timeout, and a smart one it is. There's 6 minutes to go in the game here, and I think Don's trying to emphasize to the girls, look, we've got to do something here with these opportunities. We can't keep frittering them away. I'm sure that early on, as they approached this game, he wanted them to remain composed and relax and just keep kicking the ball off the side, keep bottling up North. But now the girls have to focus offensively and see if they can't get something going. You see Don Martin in the huddle. If we pan over to the Red Raider huddle here, you see Coach Bergoli with his girls. He's got them all together there, and there's Amanda Saylor at the top of the screen. You see Bergoli pointing down to the offensive side, so there's Eileen Price acting a little flaky there, trying to keep the girls loose. Eileen is North Quincy's Manny, I guess. But Bergoli was pointing down the offensive end there, which was curious and interesting. I think he's still trying to emphasize, girls, we got to get something here. Even though the play is up their defensive end, he was talking to them about transition and trying to make something happen. Now you see the set here on the throw. The North girls have pulled away, although now the sweeper is dropping back. You see the line of girls there. That's
smart move by North Quincy there.
Yeah. Oh, this girl's got to watch out here on the throwing. It's moving around a lot.
Good job by North Quincy.
Yeah, this is what Bergoli was talking about. I think he just had a comfort level. He knew that the girls were going to defend against that properly, and he was talking transition all the way. It's a ball on the right sideline. Played very nicely by North. There's Price taking the ball from number 12, Peters. Peters and Price have worked well together all year, and they did then, advancing the ball up the sideline. Caitlin Peters showing some nice skill playing that ball out off the throw.
You have to wonder if North Quincy is going to take any kind of risks here, if they just want to keep the ball to themselves and make sure they can run out that 5 minutes that we have left.
Yeah, Cahill with a nice ball up to number 5, Conley, but Conley again having problems controlling it along the sideline there. What's the call? Uh-oh, interesting call here. Looks like when she was shielding, number 12 for the Red Raiders got caught by the official, Peters, and it's going to result in a free kick for the Presidents. Going to be taken by Conley. She gets a ball into the goal here. It's a beautiful kick. The North keeper came out to play it and she missed it. She's a little upset there, but the ball went through harmlessly, rolled off the end line. It was untouched by anyone. I'll tell you, interestingly, if Conley had opted to play it to the goal, which would have been a very aggressive play, she might have had something there. Played it to the back post, no one there to collect, and the Presidents continue to have problems. Here's Cahill trying to get it outside, but she gets stripped by...
Good job by Quincy's defense there. She stayed with it.
Yeah. That was Eileen Price who took the ball from Cahill, but was taken back right away.
North Quincy taking their time here, making sure they can set up something.
We're coming up on 3 minutes in the game. It's 1-0, Red Raiders. Quincy trying to mount an attack. Back come the Red Raiders. Oh, nice ball control. That was a nice cutback. And here's a beautiful chip pass. Price trying to get it. There's Peters, the open goal. Oh! North with the opportunities.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Banked home.
To go 5 or 6 tries, that was a great kick.
Yeah.
Good job,
That's,
Brian.
I think that's Malone who banged that one home. Was it, we missed the number, but I'll tell you, Caitlin Peters took a shot that was beautifully played by the Red Raiders. It's too bad we didn't have our van here so we could run a replay. But I believe it was Malone who came in and cleaned up there. It looks like it might have been Lauren Malone who knocked that one home for the Red Raiders. And they take a 2-0 lead at a critical point in the game. We're under 3 minutes, and that one's going to be a backbreaker for the Presidents, a tough one. So nice job by the Red Raiders here at a crucial point. We're under 3 minutes, and they bang home the insurance goal to take the lead of 2-0.
It all started with that beautiful pass done down the right sideline there. It brought the girls just onside so they could bring the ball right in front of the goal and had those few chances, and then one more kick right in. That was a great goal by North Quincy there.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Bergoli is happy. It helps to take a little bit of the pressure off, and you can enjoy the game a little more here.
Certainly.
North Quincy's played well in terms of sustaining pressure, but oh, there's a nice ball right on the goal by Saylor, forcing Kozlowski to make the save. That was just a little chip kick, but Saylor delivered it right on the goal, and Kozlowski had to bang it off the end line. So gonna be another corner kick for the Red Raiders. This one is going to be taken by, we can't get the number there, but she just missed in the execution there.
Ball a nice curve to it, but possibly a little too much.
All right.
Didn't quite get in there. Quincy just trying to get the ball out now, but North Quincy's got the ball again.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes here in the game. Red Raiders continuing to buzz around the Quincy goal. is showing no signs of letting up. They have the 2-0 lead. Some teams might back off and play a little more conservatively and defensively, but pardon me, Red Raiders continue to try to take the play to the Presidents, but back come the Lady Presidents. They get the ball out to the right wing, or try to, but thwarted yet again.
They have just around a minute left. Get stopped here on the stops on the sign there, but what do we have here? North Quincy throw-in.
Yeah. The way the game works, the field clock stops at 2 minutes, and the time is kept on the field by the official. So all we know is that we're under 2 minutes. We're counting down to the end of the game here. There's Hollering up to play a ball. Got away with one there.
One last push for Quincy here, but North Quincy's doing very well in defense, keeping the ball out of that end.
Here's Peters, double team. Little chip to open space down the right wing. Beautiful ball. Kozlowski had to come out and play it. That was well done by Peters.
It was.
She dropped it in, and it did not go off the end line. It was dying in that 18-yard area. And there's the whistle. If we can pan back, you see the girls heading out to the field, and the jubilant Red Raiders heading down to mob their keeper.
Doing cartwheels as they go and get her.
Yeah.
Must feel good for North Quincy. Nice 2-0 win over Quincy.
Oh, yeah, that helps. No matter what you're doing during your season, for the North and the Quincy squads, beating their crosstown rival always makes it all worthwhile. So would have been a nice win for Quincy today if they could have pulled it off, but they fell short despite some solid play. And Coach Don Martin over on the sideline here trying to shake Coach's hands. Coach Bergoli out there as well, and you see the girls lining up now for the traditional handshake at the end of the game. So well done. The Red Raiders continue their winning ways as they head to the tournament. And the Lady Presidents, you see them there graciously shaking hands. They did a good job. They accounted well for themselves here in a 2-0 loss. They played very solidly and hung tough. So
They did. They had some opportunities there as well. Both teams did well.
yeah, there you see Coach Don Martin. He's got a smile on his face. He's looking for Coach Bergoli there to shake hands, I'm sure. And Don Martin knows most of these girls. Both coaches do. There you see the coaches shaking hands. Bergoli on the left, Martin on the right. Don Martin's involved with Quincy Youth Soccer, and Paul Bergoli knows a lot of the girls due to his involvement with Quincy Recreation and the soccer camp. So it's a nice affair tonight. The girls played hard. Well played 2-0 ball game. And Liz, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back shortly with the boys game. Quincy and North Quincy boys getting out on the field to warm up here. And so we'll be back shortly with more soccer action. But for now, we're going to sign off from Veterans Stadium, where the North Quincy Red Raider girls squad defeated the Lady Presidents 2-0.